blades are sharpened with precision. Flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Washington Commanders. McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway on Sunday night primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
So the completion good for 7 there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing now is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Daniels. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play action. Daniels. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Here's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Daniels with a give to Kroskin-Merritt.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard pickup makes it.
Daniels looking to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr., a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And the Bengals first down.
They go play action with Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. From the 46, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's good for our Bengals. First down.
Burrow will throw. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Commanders.
Running out of the gun with ETN. Shoves him aside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
That's another.
Brown. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Darren Waller, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Brings up third down and
now Daniels slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Washington, first down.
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow looking to pass. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Burrow on play action. And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. On the punt, 2 on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 2, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard.
On 1st down, it's Krosky-Miller. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, just like last play.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Washington first down.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed, getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, they go with Krosky-Miller. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Daniels. There's a short one played in by Simmett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd and 2. Now Daniels going to keep it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he slides to a hole inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Merritt. He is going nowhere in a hurry, as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yard.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 4 yards on the touchdown ground, as his guys are able to extend their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Bengals 7.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote the word Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's up to the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And Burrow going to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. To the sideline and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Brown. A good move. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with little ball here.
5 yards, a good run there. Now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, give to Brown. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They'll try to run for it with Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Washington offense set to take over. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he can't get away. Mariota goes down, and that is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Fielded just inside the 20. Cincinnati set to take over once again.
That's good. Bengals first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Looking to put a drive together.
First down.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Third down and 7.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. Oh, able to avoid him. Now he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Washington first down.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him and puts all that ground.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 37-yard.
Mariota now. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Second and goal from the 1. Robinson is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. So they brought the extra bulk in down to the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. A beautiful fake. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with him, and how you continue to lead.
And this is caught by Williams. And out across midfield down to the 45. The rookie from Arkansas on target there. It's a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
19 more yards. That's another Bengals.
On first and 10, it's Brooks. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would try to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have in that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's now second down and 20.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 22-yard scamper. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
Nice little juke. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Tackle by Demetrius Knight. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Throw, Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Able to shake him off. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and running back Chase Brown set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw again. Hits his target, that's Charlie Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Washington ready to try again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. In motion right, that's Burks. From the gun, Mariota. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
It's complete. Burks called a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And now the punter Tress Way as he sends this one away. Here's Williams to return. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
An inside give, Brown. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the nothing's going on. 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll set up a throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him there complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a short one to Gesicki. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back to throw. This one complete to Yoshibas. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
A 5-yard loss sets up 3rd down and goal.
Back to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here it is, 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. How about that? Their quarterback ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
There's no rest to my second down. Whatever I got your money up. Only when I got for money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now.
So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mariota will try and do this himself. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Jake Moody on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And the touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So now the Bengals down by 5. A little under 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st down. A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
So there's the spike as it comes with 23 seconds to go. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. They'll try and do this himself. And that play going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 4th down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.